Today, I have an important message for a small group of you, around 2%, so please only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Not everything may apply to you, but for some, this message will feel very personal and meaningful. This message is for someone who might not fully understand how powerful their presence and energy are. You are someone who brings balance and justice into other people's lives without even realizing it. When you enter someone's life, especially if that person has toxic or negative behaviors, your energy has a profound impact on them. You make them question themselves, even if they were comfortable with their bad habits or harmful ways before meeting you. Your presence shakes them up in a good way and helps them become aware of things they might have ignored or hidden from themselves. Now, let's break this down a bit more. Imagine you meet someone who has been used to manipulating others or acting in a very selfish or controlling way. They might be a narcissist, someone who only thinks about themselves, or they could have other toxic traits like jealousy, envy, or hatred. Before you came into their life, they probably didn't feel bad about their behavior. They may have treated others poorly or done hurtful things without feeling guilty. In fact, they might have even thought they were right to act that way because no one ever made them see otherwise. But then you come along, whether you become their friend, partner, or just someone they spend time with, your presence starts to affect them in ways they didn't expect. You may not even say much or do anything specific, but just being around them makes them start to reflect on how they behave. Your energy, your spirit has a way of making people question themselves. They begin to see their actions more clearly, and it makes them uncomfortable, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because you're helping them see the truth about themselves. For example, if this person has been selfish or controlling, your presence will make them realize that their behavior isn't okay. Isn't okay. It's almost like you hold up a mirror to them and they see their flaws more clearly. They might not admit it to you or even to themselves right away, but inside they start to change. They might feel guilty or regretful about the way they've treated others, including you. This is where your gift comes in. You have this special ability to bring justice and balance to people's lives. You help them face the truth, even if they don't want to. When someone mistreats you or hurts you, it doesn't just go unnoticed. After they've wronged you, they often feel regret. They might think about it later and wish they hadn't done what they did. They might feel sorry for hurting you, and this feeling can stick with them for a long time. Unlike with other people they've hurt, they can't just brush it off and move on. When they hurt you, they feel it deeply. This happens because your energy is different. You have a divine presence that affects people on a spiritual level. You bring a kind of justice into their lives that they can't ignore. Even if they don't realize it at first, your presence in their life makes them want to change. They start thinking about their actions and wondering if they've been a good person. They might not tell you this, but inside they know that being around you is making them reflect on who they are. You might not fully understand the power you have. You may just think you're being yourself, kind, loving, and caring toward others. You probably enjoy helping people, supporting them, and giving them advice. But what you don't realize is that your kindness and love are doing something much bigger than you think. Your actions are creating a ripple effect in the world. When you help or heal someone, it doesn't just stop with that person. The positive energy you give them spreads to others. For example, let's say you help someone by showing them love and compassion. That person might feel so blessed by your kindness that they go on to help someone else. Your energy inspires them to be better, and they pass on that energy to others. This is the ripple effect I'm talking about. What you do for one person can affect many more people down the line. Your energy doesn't just stay in one place, it spreads out into the world and touches many lives. This is part of what makes you so powerful, even if you don't fully realize it yet. Your energy, your presence is like a light that shines in the darkness for others. People who are lost or stuck in toxic behaviors are drawn to you, even if they don't understand why. They might not know it, but being around you helps them see things more clearly. It's like your light makes them see the shadows they've been hiding from. This doesn't mean that everyone you meet with will change right away. Some people might resist the truth. They might not want to admit that they've been wrong or that they need to change. But even if they resist, your presence plants a seed. Over time, that seed grows and they begin to reflect on their actions. They might even come back to you later and say, "You were right. I didn't realize it at the time, but you helped me see things in a new way." Sometimes you might feel like people take you for granted. They might not appreciate your kindness or the love you give them. But what you need to know is that even if they don't show it, your energy is affecting them deeply. They might not say thank you or recognize the impact you've had on their lives, but inside they know you've helped them. And when they hurt you or treat you poorly, they end up regretting it later. This is because you have a divine purpose. You're not just an ordinary person. You have a special role to play in people's lives, and that role is to bring balance and justice. You help people see the truth about themselves, and in doing so, you help them grow. Your energy awakens something in them that they might not have seen before. You make them question their actions and ask themselves, "Am I being a good person? Have I been doing the right thing?" This is why your presence is so powerful. You're not just here to live your own life, you're here to help others on their journey too. You help them become better versions of themselves, even if it's difficult for them to accept at first. Your energy, your love, your kindness all have a higher purpose. You are here to bring light to the darkness, to help people see the truth, and to inspire them to change. In conclusion, you are someone with a divine gift. You bring justice, balance, and truth into people's lives just by being yourself. You may not realize how powerful you are, but your presence has a deep and lasting impact on those around you. When people meet you, they are changed whether they know it or not. Your energy helps them reflect on their actions, question their behavior, and strive to be better. You create a ripple effect of kindness and positive energy that spreads far beyond what you can see. So remember, even when it feels like people don't appreciate you or take you for granted, you are making a difference. Your presence is a blessing in their lives, and they will come to realize it, even if it takes time. Keep being yourself, keep spreading love and kindness, and know that your energy is transforming the world around you. You are truly a powerful and divine soul. You may not realize it, but the reason you attract jealousy, envy, or even hatred from some people isn't because of anything wrong with you. It's because of what you represent and the energy you carry. You have a special grace or light in your life that naturally makes others take a closer look at themselves. When you are around people, you don't need to do much. Your very presence often forces them to reflect on who they are, what they do, and how they live. This can be uncomfortable for many people, especially if they aren't ready to face their own truth. As a result, some of them may react negatively towards you. They might become jealous, envious, or even dislike you for reasons you don't understand. Though this negativity you attract isn't really about you personally, but more about how you make others feel about themselves. You shine a light on their insecurities or things they might not want to see. Your presence makes them confront parts of themselves they may have been avoiding. Whether you realize it or not, you bring out the truth in people. This can make people feel uncomfortable, and sometimes instead of dealing with their own issues, they choose to project their frustration onto you. The people you've come across in your life, especially those who seem to react negatively, often have a hard time dealing with the truth. They've likely gone through life without anyone telling them when they're wrong. They've been surrounded by people who allow them to stay in their comfort zone, feeding their egos. When you came into their lives, you were different. You didn't just go along with everything they said or did. Instead, you spoke the truth, whether it was directly or indirectly. Even if you didn't mean to, your actions or words made them face things about themselves that they didn't want to acknowledge. These people are used to being in control. They like having power over their lives and the people around them. But when you entered their world, you disrupted that balance. You didn't control them through force or manipulation. Instead, you challenged them mentally and spiritually. You did this by simply being yourself and speaking your truth. This is something they weren't prepared for. They had likely never encountered someone who was brave enough to speak up, and this shook their sense of control. You didn't try to change them with your words or actions, but by being authentic, you made them see their own flaws, and that made them uncomfortable. Even after you left these people's lives, your impact stayed with them. Your words and actions left a mark. They started thinking about the things you said or did and began to question themselves. This might be the first time anyone has ever made them feel this way. No one had ever been as honest with them before, so now they're left to deal with those feelings. They may regret how they treated you, but the truth is, they hate the truth you represent, not you as a person. This reaction is rooted in fear. These people fear the truth because it threatens their sense of control and their egos. They don't like feeling exposed or vulnerable, and the truth you bring forces them to confront their own weaknesses. So instead of appreciating your honesty, they lash out. They dislike you for being brave enough to speak up, even though deep down they know you're right. What you may not know is that you have a special gift, a grace from God or the universe that allows you to do this effortlessly. You don't have to try too hard, it just happens naturally. Your presence alone causes others to reflect and think about themselves. You are like a mirror for others, showing them the truth about who they are, and this makes you stand out. You are not like everyone else, and that's part of why you attract so much attention, both positive and negative. It's important to understand that you've been called to do this. This is part of your purpose in life. You are meant to bring truth and balance into the lives of others. It's not something you need to force or plan, it just happens. And while it may sometimes feel overwhelming, know that you're equipped for this task. You've likely done this in past lifetimes as well. This isn't something new for you, it's part of your soul's journey. You've always been someone who speaks the truth and helps others see things more clearly. However, living in this truth can sometimes feel lonely. You might not have a lot of friends or close relationships because people who aren't ready for the truth tend to distance themselves from you. They might feel intimidated or uncomfortable around you, not because of anything you've done wrong, but because they aren't ready to face their own reality. This can leave you feeling isolated or misunderstood. It's not that you're intentionally pushing people away, it's just that not everyone is ready to handle the honesty and authenticity you bring. But even though it can feel lonely at times, remember that you are never truly alone. There are others out there who value and appreciate the truth just like you. As you continue to live authentically, you will attract the right people into your life. These people will love and respect you for who you are. They won't be threatened by your honesty, but will instead embrace it. Your tribe, the people who truly understand you, will find you, remind you. It may take time, but they are out there. One thing that sets you apart is the lasting impact you have on people. Even those who don't like you or who struggle with the truth you bring will never forget you. Once someone has encountered you, they are changed forever. They might not admit it, but your words, your presence, your energy leave a lasting impression. Whether it's your honesty, your character, or even just the way you carry yourself, people will always remember you. This is why it's so important for you to continue being yourself. Don't dim your light or hide your truth just because some people aren't ready to hear it. You owe it to yourself to remain authentic no matter what. Over time, as you stay true to who you are, you'll start attracting people who appreciate you for exactly that. You won't have to change for them or hold back. They will love you for being real and honest. So even though it can feel tough at times, keep in mind that you are on the right path. You are living in your truth, and that's something very special. The people who don't understand it now may come to realize it later. And for those who can't accept it, they aren't meant to stay in your life. The right people, those who value and respect your authenticity, will come into your life when the time is right. Until then, keep being you because you are truly one of a kind. You are an extraordinary person and your energy is truly one of a kind. Many people have tried to find your special qualities in others, but they just can't because you are unique. Your energy stands out. And it's clear that you bring something to the table that no one else can. You have a gift for making people feel better, for helping them grow, especially spiritually. When you meet others, you naturally elevate them, you improve their lives, make them feel stronger, and help them in ways they don't always realize. This is something very rare. While many people focus on tearing others down, you are someone who builds people up. This sets you apart from the crowd. Right now, the people from your past, whether they were friends, family members, co-workers, or even a romantic partner, are realizing just how important you were in their lives. These are the people who may not have treated you well. They might have been jealous of you, felt competitive with you, or even spread negative energy around you. These people didn't always appreciate you or understand your value when they had you in their lives. Even when you tried to help them, offer advice, or guide them, they didn't take your words seriously. But now, as time has passed and you've moved on, they are starting to see the truth in what you told them. They are realizing that your guidance could have helped them avoid the difficulties they are facing now, but they didn't listen. Unfortunately for them, it's too late because you're no longer in their lives. When you left these people behind and took your energy with you, they lost something valuable. It's important for you to understand that your presence in their lives wasn't just about friendship or family connections. You were there for a much bigger reason. You have been chosen for a special purpose in life. Your role is to help people see the truth about themselves, even if it's difficult for them to hear. You are here to awaken others, to help them realize their mistakes, and to guide them toward a better path. This is not always easy because many people resist the truth. They don't want to face their flaws, and they may reject your help at first. But you have a mission to bring light into the lives of those who are lost in darkness. Whenever you encounter people who seem negative, harmful, or full of bad energy, remember that you are there for a reason. These people are drawn to you because you have something they need, even if they don't realize it at first. Your mission is to guide them, to show them a better way, and to help them move from the dark to the light. Your presence alone brings them protection, peace, and clarity. While you are in their lives, you help shield them from the consequences of their negative actions. However, once you leave, they begin to face the reality of their choices, and many of them feel lost without you. Your ability to heal and help others comes from speaking your truth. It's not about criticizing or judging people, it's about sharing the wisdom and understanding that you carry within you. You have a special gift that allows you to speak in a way that others can understand and accept, even when the truth is hard to hear. You might notice that when you speak, people really listen. This is because your words carry weight, they have a power that comes from a higher source. You have been given a divine gift to help others, and your words have the ability to change lives. You may have noticed that when you meet certain people, they seem to change after spending time with you. This is because your energy and your truth help them see things more clearly. Even if they don't realize it right away, your presence in their lives makes a difference. It helps them reflect on their actions and consider the consequences. Your mission in life is to help others see the truth about themselves and guide them toward healing and growth. This is a big responsibility, but it's something you were chosen to do. If you've had dreams or visions where you were handed something like a paper, this could be a sign that you've been given an important task. This could have happened in a dream during meeting meditation or even in a quiet moment when you were reflecting on your life. Being handed a paper in a vision or dream can symbolize that you've been given a special assignment. This assignment is about helping others awaken to the truth and guiding them on their path. You've been chosen for this because you have a unique gift and the strength to carry out this mission. Your mission is not about focusing on money, success, or personal gain. It's about helping others heal and find their way. The people you meet are part of this journey and they are placed in your life for a reason. You have the ability to make a huge impact on the lives of those you encounter. Sometimes it might feel like you're not getting anything in return for all the love, care, and support you give, but know that your purpose goes beyond what you can see. Your work is creating a ripple effect in the world, touching not just the lives of those around you, but also impacting the universe in ways you may never fully understand. It's important to remember that you can't save everyone, and that's okay. Not every person you meet will be ready to hear your truth or accept your help. But those who are meant to cross your path will feel the impact of your presence, and you will guide them in the way they need. You were chosen for this mission because of your unique abilities, and the universe supports you in this work. Trust that you are protected and that there is a divine plan for your life. The challenges you face with difficult people are part of this plan, and each encounter is an opportunity for growth for both you and the people you help. You might have experienced times when people try to hurt you or take advantage of your kindness, but understand that the protection around you is strong. People who try to harm you will face the consequences of their actions. You are divinely protected,